Chair, I would like to bring something up that I think would be very informative for the commission. I was able to look at the GeoComply pin drop map that is now available to us. It came out, I think, a couple of days ago, and I am fascinated and I can't stop watching it. So I recommend to my fellow commissioners that you take a look at it, because where the pins are dropping is very interesting. And you start to see a pattern that I think would be something of interest to the commission as this sports wagering has started up. So I don't know if you have access to it. I know our director of sports wagering sent it to me with the passwords and things, but I recommend that you take a look at it. And I know, Karen, we're going to be getting our TV downstairs, and we'll be able to see it every day down in the 12th floor, and the public would be able to look at it too. But for my fellow commissioners, very interesting tool that's going to be very helpful to us in future discussions.
I will make sure everyone gets that.
Thank you, Bruce. You should never have sent it to me, because I've been watching it like for the last 24 hours, and it's unbelievable.
Your family's been making calls asking where you are.
You're going to be sleep deprived when you come in now.
And GeoComply has been sharing it publicly, which is, as part of their service. And I know that they are coordinating with Executive Director Wells to make sure that we are always updated. So, Karen, it might be a good update. We didn't talk about that during agenda setting meeting, but GeoComply, when we have a moment, because I know we've got quite a few scheduled meetings where our regulations are a priority, might be able to have a little update that GeoComply could provide and demonstrate that for us, Commissioner Hill. I know that the public is probably interested. It is pretty fascinating. I think we got a glimpse of it first in Maine at that conference, Commissioner Hill, and I remember feeling the same way. It's fascinating.
Although it is good to note that it's all anonymized. So it's not that anyone's data is being shown in that graphic.
That's
Very,
correct.
very important.
I have it up on my second screen right now. I don't know if it's appropriate to share.
Yeah. Let's see what's happening right this moment.
See right now.
Karen, I wouldn't be able to keep it up. I'd be always distracted. All right, do you want to go through it a little bit, Karen?
Yeah, so, I don't have my, Bruce, do you remember what the colors are?
The white are iPads or iPhones, green are Androids, red are connections that could either be by VPN or the ones right on the border of the state, or probably because they're too close to being outside, or ones that are just being rejected. Blues are actual computers. You see a blue one up top, Rockport up there.
Yeah, and you can see the reds are kind of, generally near the border when you see them pop up. So it's very interesting. So,
but it can also be because it's on a VPN and it's not releasing the data from the phone. So the system is rejecting it.
Okay. That's the black.
Yeah.
What's the black indicate?
The black is it's called other. So there's some other reason that it's not rejecting it. But you get this near game time, you should see the pins drop.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a purple. There's a purple.
That we get
Not 100% sure what a purple is at this point.
The green is
flashes up in New Hampshire, but not so much Rhode Island and Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what are we at 12:16 on a Wednesday? Yeah.
You should have seen it last night before the NIT started.
Oh, really?
It was like popcorn.
Bruce, do you want to describe the blue border?
Sorry.
The blue border that on the into the ocean waters. A reminder that
Yeah, the blue line is actually the geofencing that's the legal area to bet for Massachusetts, and it goes 3 miles out to sea in the ocean. You can see where we have a dead spot between Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. So if you were on a boat, you couldn't boat in between that dead space there, but then you would be good when you entered the waters.
They've also got the tribal lands.
Yeah, the red spots are the tribal land there where you can't boat.
you can see in Taunton
Yes,
and in
at Mashpee and on the Vineyard.
on the vineyard. Yeah.
So you can see why Brad is so intrigued.
Yeah, it does get memorized. You can actually, if you have it in, you can actually almost zero in on the house where the bet's being made. It lets you zero in that closely.
I have not
Well,
done that.
Thank you for bringing that up, Commissioner Hill. And we can still, at some point, when there's some data collected at the right time, have GeoComply come in, and it is part of their service. I understand they're not our vendor; they're the operator's vendor, but they work very collaboratively with the regulators, right, Karen?
Correct.
Yes. They can tell us how many bets are made in a day, and what location most of the bets are made, and so on. That kind of information.
Okay.